Hi there, I'm Chef MARAT'S, and today I'll be showing you how to make eggplant parmesan. I've already diced up my eggplant. I peeled it and I cut it into large cubes. I added some salt, probably about a good tablespoon of salt. The salt helped to draw out a moisture which carries the bitterness that comes with raw eggplant. Now, I salted this about an hour and a half ago, so now we're just going to squeeze a lot of this water out. We're going to put it into a roasting pan and give it a nice squeeze. You can see all this liquid that's coming out of it. Helps with the roasting and flavor. We're going to put that in the oven at 350. Usually takes about 45 minutes. Here I have about 500 milliliters of tomato sauce. This is just a canned tomato sauce. I like to buy one that doesn't have a lot of seasoning in it or a lot of salt. A little bit of dried oregano. To that, we're also going to add some fresh basil leaves that I have here. We're simply going to do a little chiffonade. Roll them up. I like to cut them in half and then just give them a slice, just like that. And about a teaspoon of tomato paste. And then I have 1 clove of garlic to grate that in also. That works as well. This is nice because there's a lot more surface area as you're grating it. Then we're going to add some freshly ground black pepper. The salt and pepper is totally up to you. Okay, now that we have all that nicely mixed in, we're gonna wait for our eggplant. Once that's ready, we'll put our breadcrumbs, cheese, which I have here, and we're gonna mix half the cheese in with the eggplant and the tomato sauce, and then the other half we're going to sprinkle it on top and bake it. Okay, so it's been 40 minutes now. So I'm gonna start with putting the eggplant into a bowl. We're gonna add our quick tomato sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna put about half of that. And then we're gonna add our cheese. We're not gonna add all of it, we're gonna put maybe about half. And the other half, we're going to sprinkle it over top. But a handful of breadcrumbs. And then again, the other little bit, we're gonna just put it on top and we're going to melt the cheese and let the breadcrumbs toast a little bit. We're just simply going to add that into our dish, right? And then we're just going to put the rest of the cheese mix on top. There you go. There's a nice combination of sharp cheeses here, which is great. And then we're just going to put a few more breadcrumbs on top, just like that. And then we're going to put this back in the oven at 350 until the cheese is nicely melted and is bubbling. All right, we've taken out the eggplant parmesan. It's been in the oven just a little longer than 30 minutes, and then I even put it under the broiler on low, if you have that setting in your oven, for another 3 to 4 minutes, just until it just gives it that nice even browning. And now we're just going to finish the dish with just a little bit of garnish. You want the presentation to wow your guests, so. And then maybe you can add a little olive oil as well, just a little drizzle, freshly ground black pepper. I hope you enjoyed watching how to make eggplant parmesan. I think it's simple to make, but it creates a big wow factor. Thank you for watching, and please check out some of my other videos. See you next time.